course, you know, that one poor schmuck that actually jumps in. Yeah, that's what we saw happen there.
Well, that was a ballsy push from the Blue Ghost Squadron. That was something where they almost got pinned down in that little narrow corridor, and Cercito was definitely laying in the rockets for the damage. But these guys, I gotta hand it to them because that actually worked out. They were able to get the frags in, and hopefully they can pull something like that off again. But by this time, I don't think Red is gonna want to be
is that a pummel?
that kind of idea anymore.
Fuck me, that was a pummel.
Rather not.
Yeah, okay. I wish we'd caught that on the stream. But Coolman could not hit a rail to save his life. I think he whipped about 5 in that particular round. That needs to change. Now, that being said, Blue GHS has brought this thing within 2. Question is, can they hold out? And so right now, they're eating a lot of damage. Cirocito going down. OKFS. I mean, sorry, OKFS going down. Now Coolman going down. Final survivor.
Oh, God.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that very quick round. It was all rails there. And it looks like least deaths is going to be OKFS, although that was not enough to give his team the win. It looks like most damage there was going to be Cirocito with 18 frags and 9 deaths. That's a nice, solid KD right there.
And that was actually the best one on there. You have to realize that OKFS KDR was affected by the fact that halfway through the match, he had to
right,
reconnect.
he did DC.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but he did have the lowest amount of deaths, yeah.
I wonder why. Yeah,
but yeah, there just came times where a lot of bad timing I saw there from the blue side. There were times you really do not want to go up a jump pad or through a teleporter, and those were exactly the times I saw them just playing into the hands of their red counterparts. But we're going to be going over to DM6. We have a F2 though, for some reason. There we go.
So guys, this is DM6 Campgrounds Redux. And I'm going to do a little fly through here. Of course, there aren't any items to go over, but there are points of contention. This is the bridge. We're seeing Coolman on it.
The bridge.
And just below, we'll talk about this sort of lower area. This is where red armor normally spawns, so we'll probably refer to it with that nomenclature. Up here, this is the rail walkway, and this is the normal spawn spot for that particular weapon. Of course, Clan Arena, there are no weapons to spawn, but this is a great way to sneak in some shots onto this bridge area, and it's definitely a vulnerability there. And over here where you have the RL, this is another staging place for a lot of teams that that can't quite get the muscle to move in on bridge. You know, you might see them pulling up here, because what that does is that gives you access to the entire middle of the map. And then of course the pillars, which I believe are thoroughly underutilized by teams, but that's just me. And I was thinking about this a little bit more. I mean, one of the main reasons why teams probably do not favor the pillars is there's a serious lack of maneuvering room. When you try to stick all 4 of your guys on this side of the map, then it gets a little bit crowded, and shots into this area once you get through the choke points are pretty predictable, because of course in the middle of this pillars area, they're just going to be on the pillars, or they're going to be, there isn't really much of a guessing game. And of course, every now and then we see some fights happening here in the Shard hallway, but really most of the action is going to be taking place around this bridge area, because it offers so many different vantage points, and so many strategies are really built around it.
Yeah, and one of my favorites that I saw was actually coming out of Panzer the other night, if you were watching that. I really liked the way that they baited under the bridge and kind of hung out waiting for them to come under there. Now, both of these guys, from what we've seen of them, they really do prefer the straightforward, we're all going to meet at the bridge and have kind of a redneck wedding reception kind of party, where everybody gets hurt. So I'm predicting that this round is going to go fairly brutally and quick. I'm sorry, did I annoy all of our redneck listeners? Both of them?
No, I'm sitting here watching IRC. I like to keep an eye on the chat. We're gonna go live here, guys, in just a few seconds. We're gonna see the second countdown for Clan Arena. But just watching. Yeah. Okay. Just watching some of the chatter. Got some opinionated people in the channel. That's always nice to see. Even though I might disagree with him. Looks like we've got Blue GHS setting up on bridge. We got Teriel joined by a teammate. Eating a rail is going to be OKFS. NZA.
Yeah, this I like though because there are two of them on the bridge, but they're not all grouping there. That means that the other two guys are going to be able to double around here and attack the pillars from the other end. Now it's going to come down to coordination to see if Teriel and OKFS are going to be on the ball when the time comes to make that push forward.
Well, it looks like they have a teammate over at rail. And that's a kind of a nice way to have that set up because that makes sure that your flank doesn't get attacked. Now, okay, it looks like there's been a little bit of a call to make a charge in, and Daibaso is the last guy standing. And they're going to flush him out, and he's going to eat a lot of damage here in the center. Nice choice to rocket smash himself, but he gets caught up and hunted down. But yeah, had he gone through that center area just willy-nilly jumping through it, he would have eaten some damage. Cool Man going to face off against two. Red GHS did a nice job hiding their numbers at that rail archway.
And we have Teriel and Cool Man.
Oh, he gets lucky. He turns just as he gets encroached upon. First blood going to blue.
Which is a fancy word for rape. Alright, now we're looking at a 3-on-3 situation here. Daibaso heading back up, peeking down all the way down the bridge, getting not one but two rails on NZA. NZA, I'm not sure what his movement was like, but that did enable them to get that, and Daibaso is going to be able to stand gloriously proud and tie this back up one-on-one, guys.
Indeed. Now, Cool Man, look at this. He is the man leading the charge, and then the rest of his team just floods that room. We got an even exchange, and it looks like Teriel and gets one, Daibaso gets another. So we have 2-2 man-up situation. The round score currently tied, and Teriel now has to do this all on his own. But I think he's in pretty good shape, actually. He needs to watch his flank.
Good shape, but not a good position. Now, this is a ballsy move from Teriel. Knocks him down to 80 health, but he does get the frag on Cercito. Now he's spotted the last one there. Grenades are popping either way. We got a one-on-one situation here, and it's Daibaso with 83 health, so we're looking at a pretty even match here. Rail. Oh, God. Never mind. Not even at all, but Teriel's down to 76. That still means that Daibaso can pull this one off if he gets a good rail.
Teriel lost him. There he is.
Oh,
all right.
Narrowly avoided that rocket.
That's going to give a one-round lead to blue. And Teriel's saying, oh, crap, where do I go? Okay, there's a teammate. And it looks like Red GHS dropped off of that RL plat. Instead, they grouped up at rail. Teriel making a push in here, probably going to eat some double-team damage. Looks like he's been assisted by his team on mid-level. And here comes first blood.
Now it looks like Red starting up on that rail was a good way to get them off of bridge, but they did take a hell of a lot of damage when they were getting knocked off there. So far, we're still seeing blue one man down. Teriel with only 10 health, never mind. We got a 4-on-2 situation here. Facu taking down Cool Man, and
wrong weapon.
One guy left there, OKFS.
Oh my god.
Beautiful grenade.
Yeah, Facu got lucky there. He started that close range with the rail, and of course he only had one attempt really before he eat tons of damage. And that's an interesting switch up of all things to go to a grenade rather than a rocket or LG or really anything else. But it paid off for him. And even if he didn't get it done, he had two other teammates willing to pull the trigger, I'm sure. So first blood immediately, almost at the start of this round, is going to be going in blue's favor. Although quickly answered. Again, Cercito this time using the nades. Teriel and getting it done and putting his team back in the upper hand. 3-2 is the man-up situation with blue with a slight advantage.
Now it's going to be Cool Man here looking to get the shotgun done on Daibaso, and there it is. And we just got a 3-on-1. Our survivor is Cercito, and he's up on top of pillars right now. 99 health, getting out some LG, soaking up a rail. That's going to hurt a lot. And now he's here in the stairwell, and he's got nowhere to go. Cool Man's going to get it done.
Round begins in 3, 2.
Oh god, I'm starting to sound like you. Can't have that.
It's alright. It's bound to happen. I mean, how many things have we casted here? Looks like GHS setting up at bridge. They have all 4 players there, but they don't